What's up, guys? Welcome to finally a new day of eating video. One of the things that I kind of did while I was trying to get to the bottom of this whole recovery issue was speak to a couple of professionals in the context of nutrition to see if, maybe I was eating something in my diet that was like really disagreeing with my body. Like gluten intolerances can manifest in some really weird ways and just kind of other things like that. So that was one of the things that I did, and throughout that process, kind of overhauled my diet a little bit. So that constitutes, in my opinion, a new day of eating video. So as you can see, just woke up and I'm gonna put some breakfast together. We got a pull day today, so fat pump, starting to feel a little bit, more like myself in the gym again. Still pretty weak, but I'm at least, enjoying my workouts, making progress, starting to fill out a little bit again. So, but yeah, let's make some breakfast. Okay, so in addition to a day of eating, I figured I would do a day of supplementation as well. So my morning supplements are vitamin D. I take, or D3 to be exact. I take around 6,000 IU every day. And then I take one Sigma pill. So I do 4 pills per day of Sigma. And I just split them up kind of evenly distributed throughout the day. So when I wake up, right before I train, when I come home from training, and then before bed. And then lastly is my omega-3 sup. This one was recommended to me by Dr. Dwayne Jackson from Prescript Nutrition. He's a weapon, fucking genius. He actually formulated this supplement, so he said that he can kind of guarantee that it's the best bang for your buck in terms of quality, but also in terms of like the amount. And there's a big problem with like a lot of like omega-3 like pills being like rancid and stuff like that. So I took his advice and went with this one. I just take 1 teaspoon per day in the morning. And then as far as breakfast, you guys saw, this is frozen berries, 160 grams, 200 grams of kefir, I don't even know how you pronounce it, but it's like probiotic, dairy probiotic. 2 scoops of Gorilla Mind whey, the new premium whey. A little bit of extra water in there just to make sure that it'll actually blend up. And then there's like a scoop of like a fiber supplement in there from North Coast Naturals. And then this is 30 grams of cream of rice with salt, cinnamon, some artificial sweetener, and then about a tablespoon of flaxseed, ground flaxseed, and ground chia seeds. So I suppose some of you will probably want to know why I chose to have those foods for breakfast. Honestly, breakfast is probably one of the meals where it not matters more, but where you're going to get a little bit more return on in terms of like eating more intelligently. So we're a little carb heavy during breakfast because you're a little bit more insulin sensitive for your first meal of the day. And then super quick absorbing protein in the form of the protein powder, just so you haven't had any protein kind of synthesizing all night. So we want to get that started as soon as possible after we wake up. And then we want to get some fiber in there in the beginning of the day to kind of like kickstart our digestion a little bit, help us process that first meal. And then, like I said, fiber intake just in general is going to increase digestion or improve digestion. And so you're going to get fiber in, like I said, the fiber supplement that I take, as well as the ground chia and flaxseed, and then even the berries. And then I just add the salt and cinnamon to the cream of rice to further increase insulin sensitivity, but also just because it tastes better. And then, I think that's it as far as why, there's a little bit of reasoning behind why I'm doing some of those things with that first meal. The rest of the meals are pretty standardized, you know what I mean? The next 3 meals, because I eat 5 meals a day. And then the meal before bed has a little bit more of kind of some reasoning behind it as well. So in keeping with the theme of authenticity, I wanted to make sure that my day of eating video actually included all of the foods it's supposed to. So we're coming to get groceries because in typical Evan fashion, I don't have lots of the things that I should. So we're at the grocery store. See the garden center right there?
Yeah.
So I used to work at a garden center. This is just completely random, but my first ever job was working at a garden center at Canadian Tire when I was 15, and I fucking hated it. Oh my fuck. All day I would just sweep the parking lot and then help old women put like peat moss in their fucking cars. It was terrible. The people that like worked at Canadian Tire were just lifers. Like they took it so seriously and hated their fucking lives. To this day, I despise my manager, who was my boss at the time. Just completely random. Every time I see a fucking garden center, I get PTSD from that. Anyway.
You're probably the worst ever, too.
Oh, dude, I was definitely fucking late. No, fuck that. Because I was like, yeah, I'll fucking sweep some shit and I'll help like old ladies and I'm gonna be nice and polite and everything, but like this is fucking a garden center, Canadian Tire. Nobody fucking cares. Anyway, yeah, I was not a good worker. I wasn't fired, but they just, you know, stopped scheduling me. Anyway, let's go get some food. I pretend like I know what I'm looking for, but I got no idea. Usually I try to get organic carrots, or organic food in general, but I can't find it, so. Okay, so this obviously isn't everything that I always buy, but this will kind of give you an idea of some things. So, stocked up on some kefir, I don't know how you pronounce it. Like I said, probiotic. Got some 0% plain Greek yogurt, egg whites, sweet potato, frozen kale goes in my eggs, carrots, frozen assorted berries, and then bell peppers. And then usually the other things I would buy are like quinoa, ground beef, grass-fed ground beef, chicken breast, pineapple, and that's pretty much it. Cream of rice, obviously, like you saw my breakfast, but yeah, that's the quick little grocery run today. Pre-workout meal. Okay, so pre-workout meal is a carrot. Well, it's supposed to be 80 grams of carrots and 80 grams of peppers, but I just eat a carrot and a pepper. Quinoa, avocado, and chicken with some low sugar barbecue sauce and salt. I've converted basically all my rice meals to quinoa meals to increase my fiber intake. As I said earlier, fiber is great for digestion, but it's also just great for overall health. Like higher fiber intake is going to reduce your risk of atherosclerosis or heart disease, things like that. It also improves insulin sensitivity. And insulin resistance, which is the opposite of insulin sensitivity, can lead to cancer. So just kind of in general, it's a good idea to have high fiber in your diet. It's also gonna help me stay full a little bit longer throughout my workout. That's also why the avocado's in there. I find I digest avocado, even though it's a high fat source, like very well. So that'll just help me, you know, feel full or satiated for a little bit longer. And then as far as supplementation goes, my second Sigma pill is I'm gonna take now before I train. And then I'm gonna take, this is L-carnitine, which basically just upregulates androgen receptor kind of binding affinity or sensitivity, as well as it can theoretically lead to some fat burning effects. But I just take this before I train. And then because L-carnitine, when it's digested in the gut, can produce TMAO as a byproduct, which is actually carcinogenic. So to prevent that, I take 2 garlic pills, and you're just supposed to take carnitine with garlic to neutralize the TMAO. But yeah, that's the pre-workout stack slash meal. And then obviously I'm gonna take nitric and, you know, my regular kind of pre-concoction as well, but that's it. right, so got a little order in from Rilla. Got some more of the high stim pre-workout, the strawberry jam pre. It's probably my favorite flavor that Gorilla has dropped so far for pre's. And then we got some more carnitine, 2 flats of the energy drinks. So my favorite flavor, which is the black cherry vanilla, and then the Arctic white, which is probably my second favorite flavor. It's just, you can't go wrong with white, you know what I mean? White's just like the classic. And then we got 2 nitrics, because nitrics probably what I go through the most of. 2 collagens, and then we got 2 of each protein flavor. So we got 2 cookies and cream, and this is by far the best cookies and cream I've ever tried as far as protein powders go. I haven't tried a ton, but I have tried several different companies, and they all usually taste super fake and artificial. This doesn't taste like that. It's not too sweet, it's not too rich, and it's not fake as fuck. Vanilla ice cream, can't go wrong. That's, like I said, the one that I usually put in like my smoothies and stuff like that. And then the strawberry banana is just a nice kind of change up. So that's the haul. But yeah, let's go fucking get a pump. Let's get a fucking pump. Let's fucking get a pump, bro.
I'm good, yeah, I'm feeling alright. Baby, I'ma have the best fucking night of my life. And wherever it takes me, I'm down for the ride. Baby, don't you know I'm good, yeah, I'm feeling alright. Cause I'm good, yeah, I'm feeling alright. Baby, I'ma have the best fucking night of my life. And wherever it takes me, I'm down for the ride. Baby, don't you know I'm good, yeah, I'm feeling alright. Cause I'm good, yeah, I'm feeling alright. Baby, I'ma have the best fucking night of my life. And wherever it takes me, I'm down for the ride. Baby, don't you know I'm good, yeah, I'm feeling alright.
Oh man, I'd be holding in farts, dog, and it's ruining my workout. I don't know what I ate.
Let him go.
I'm not.
Let him rip.
Nah, man, these ones are fucked.
The worst are like silent ones. If it's quiet, you know it's gonna stink.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Yeah.
Lately, like, my farts have been fucking silent and hot. You know when they're hot?
Yeah, you
they're
know
like
it's gonna
warm,
smell bad.
and you're like, fuck, that shit is pungent.
Yeah.
Pungent.
If you do let him go, like, give me a heads up.
Okay.
I've had a little bit too much. All of the people start to rush by. A dizzy twisted dance, can't find my drink, oh man. Where all my keys are lost my phone. One, two, then on the floor. I love this record, baby, but I can't see straight anymore. Keep it cool. What's the name of the spell? I can't remember, but it's alright. Just dance. Just dance, gonna be okay. That'll do. Just dance, and that record.
gotta show you guys what I just got in the mail, because it's exciting. This is a padded leather jacket, motorcycle jacket, because your boy bought a motorcycle. Oh, fuck, man. It doesn't even fit my arms. It almost doesn't fit my arms. This is an XL.
You must be huge or something.
I mean, I'm pretty fucking big, bud, but... Fuck. They look like...
It looks a little small.
Does it look small? Fuck. I mean, they're supposed to be like short, you know? But fuck, this is a little tight, man. Fucking Terminator vibes, bud.
Motorcycle era.
Motorcycle era. Midlife, quarter life crisis era. I can't move my arms in this very well at all. We're gonna see. I mean, well,
It kind of looks like a black garbage bag.
Black garbage bag? What do you mean, dude? It's a leather jacket. Okay? You just don't know, okay? You just don't know. Raining on my fucking parade right now, Josh. I mean, I don't know. I think it fits well enough. We'll see. I'll give my old man a little FaceTime call, see what he says. All right, so workout finished. A little pull workout for you guys. Obviously, I'm still returning to form slowly, but feeling a little thicker every week. Finally, you know, regaining some lost muscle. You regain lost muscle way faster than it took to gain it the first time. So just keep that in mind if you're coming back from like an injury or something. Post-workout meal is basically the exact same as the pre-workout meal, except we subbed out the avocado for the sweet potato. So it's sweet potato, quinoa, chicken, salt, low sugar barbecue sauce, carrot, pepper. Taking my third of the 4 pills of Sigma right now. There's not really any rhyme or reason to this meal other than just, you know, sweet potato is very nutritious, so I have that in my meal plan. Quinoa is a good source of fiber. There's some fiber in sweet potato as well. And I'm just trying to, you know, get carbs in, and my food's not that high right now, so I want lower, slower digesting, lower GI carb sources over like rice, for example, right now, just to kind of keep me a little bit more full throughout the day. And this will kind of prevent that like post-workout like insulin dump where you come home and like cram a bunch of carbs and then just like want to pass out for like an hour. But yeah, that's meal number 3, and I'll see you guys at meal number 4. Okay, here is meal number 4. We have pineapple. I just go with the frozen because I'm too lazy to keep fresh pineapple and cut it up and all that bullshit. So 100 grams of that. Grass-fed ground beef, extra lean. Still early enough on in this bulk, obviously because things have been less than as planned. So still going with extra lean. Got to go with the grass-fed for more nutrient density. And then sweet potato, 150 grams of sweet potato. So no quinoa with this meal. And then we have spinach, organic baby spinach. Now that I can kind of afford to, I'm trying to eat a little bit more like grass-fed, organic, like free-run or pasture-raised eggs, or I don't know. You get what I'm trying to say. So that is meal number 4, second last meal of the day. So second post-workout meal. Again, no super real rhyme or reason to this. The ground beef, obviously we want to get red meat in at some point during the day just because it has so much, it's so nutrient dense. Leafy greens, we want to get that in at some point as well. Sweet potato, same kind of reasons I described before. And then the pineapple. Pineapple is actually kind of a goated fruit. It's really underrated in my experience. Helps with digestion. Also has a bunch of other properties that I just cannot remember right now. And I couldn't be fucked to look them up. But I do know that pineapple is one of the more kind of beneficial fruits to eat. But yeah, that is meal number 4. And I'll see you guys at meal number 5 before bed. All right, so last meal of the day, 1 whole egg, pasture raised. 350 grams of egg whites just to kind of top off the protein for this meal. Try to hit about 40 grams of protein per meal. 70 grams to 80 grams of frozen kale, organic. Virtue signaling so hard. And then 120 grams of quinoa. And then 2 tablespoons of kimchi, which is another probiotic. So depending on how my guts are feeling, because sometimes probiotics can make them a little unsettled, to be diplomatic, I will have a tablespoon of kimchi or sauerkraut with every meal. Today I opted not to. Just had the probiotic with my very first meal, the kefir, however you pronounce it, and then the kimchi with my last meal. Just sometimes, like I said, probiotics will make me a little like tooty, if you know what I'm saying. But yeah, really good for gut health. And then this little concoction is 2 scoops of casein protein, 200 grams of plain 0% Greek yogurt, and then a tablespoon of flaxseed, tablespoon of chia seeds, ground flaxseed and chia seed, and then a little bit of stevia or Splenda, whatever you want to call it. And it actually, like, it kind of looks, can you see that? It kind of looks like cookies and cream ice cream. Doesn't taste like cookies and cream ice cream. But if you think hard enough and trick yourself. Anyway, yeah, that is the last meal of the day. Yeah, I decided not to kind of include all like the macros for each meal just because it really doesn't matter. Everyone's going to be at a different place macro-wise. So I'm not eating very much in terms of calories or macros right now just because I'm at the very early stages of this bulk. Obviously, I just took 5 weeks off, so things are not going, as I said earlier in this video, things are not going perfectly according to plan during this growing phase. So we're still trying to kind of like just find that balance with training volume and stuff like that before we start kind of manipulating the food variable. So we're staying on the lower end so I don't put on any unnecessary fat. This was more to kind of give you guys an idea of what I eat on a regular basis. This is a day of eating. This is how I eat every single fucking day. As we get further into the off season, I'll have slightly different amounts of foods on rest days versus training days, but it'll be the same food quality or the same food items, products. So the quality will be the same, just be the quantity that's a little different. But yeah, that is the last meal of today. That is the video. Thank you guys very much for watching. You know, sub the channel, all that good stuff if you want to. And yeah, I am pretty excited for the next video because I've got, I think it's going to be a cool one with the motorcycle. It's going to be a cool video with the motorcycle. Stay tuned for that one. I think we're going to have some cool like edits and shit. I'm just so fired up to get it. I'm going to go pick it up tomorrow morning. So, but yeah, thank you very much for watching the vid, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace!